Hey, this is Kane Russell. This is a presentation on autonomous vehicles used for logistics. One of the main goals of the logistics industry is to save money by finding more efficient ways to move goods from one location to another. By using the advancement in technology, the logistics industry has been able to introduce new vehicles that move materials without the need for a human driver or limits the need of human drivers. These vehicles can be broken up into two areas of logistics, for interior and exterior. The autonomous vehicle technology for interior and exterior logistics will reduce costs in the future by creating efficiency, reducing human error, and boosting safety. We'll first look at interior logistics. Automated vehicles inside the warehouse have been around since the 1950s. These first units were used to tow a simple trailer from one pre-designated destination to another in a manufacturing warehouse. We will call these AGVs for automated guidance vehicles. A wire was installed to guide these vehicles from one designated area to another. This was a labor-saving advancement as personnel was no longer needed to sit and drive the unit across long distances in the warehouse, but limited the use of the AGV systems. As technology advanced, the units were able to do more than just tow trailers across the warehouse floor. Now the AGV could carry unit loads to workers at pre-designated locations, but still needed the guidance system. The use of wires in the floor and magnetic strip tapes kept them on track. These units began to reduce labor costs, but were not versatile in every industry. Jump forward to today, and the AGV unit has become more adaptable in its uses. The technology is moving quickly and trying to adapt to all the uses. Many areas other than just transporting goods inside a manufacturing warehouse are beginning to push the technology to use AGV systems, such as distribution, sorting, shipping, storage, mail, and food logistics now use AGV systems due to the advancements being made. Forklifts have now been outfitted with the AGV system, and without the use of personnel can pick items from shelves and interact with other AGV systems to pick up and drop off pallets of product as programmed. This makes the AGV system more versatile for industries such as food logistics that do not always have pre-designated locations, but may have many locations that items to and from. To do this, they are no longer used guiding systems placed in the floor. The next phase of technology is using laser technology, cameras, GPS, and user-friendly computer software to program the AGV units. The forklifts outfitted with the new laser and camera technology can track a path designated by workers based on the surroundings of the warehouse. The personnel can drive the forklift and perform the operations one time and record the process in the memory of the forklift. The forklifts can perform many operations and record all the various paths and operations into the memory to be recalled as then needed by the programmer. This reduces costs greatly opposed to the older methods of guidance systems. Older guidance systems were set up by the company. Guided wire or magnetic tape was placed for the AGV unit to follow. To make a change, the system required the AGV company to remap the entire layout. These were not very adaptable to the newer technology, so a lot of these were done away with, and new technology has come in to take its place. One of the companies that uses all the AGV systems that you probably have heard of is Amazon. Amazon integrated these robots in 2012. Before this time, people had to walk the aisles in search of products. The Kiva robot now brings the product to the packer. Shelves are stocked with items in specific locations based on an algorithm Amazon has developed. An online order is placed, and the Kiva robot is sent out to retrieve the shelving unit containing the item. The shelving unit is then brought to the packer. Once the item is taken from the shelving unit, the Kiva robot is taken back to its location, and the robot is on to select the next one. The robots have built-in sensors to watch for others and will stop so that not to crash. This is one of the most advanced systems. These Kiva robots are estimated to save an hour per order on packing time. Another company, Giant Eagle Incorporated, is a supermarket chain, and it used older systems before upgrading to the Seegrid's double robotic pallet trucks. The older system required a driver to drive pallets to a location and then drive back to their original starting point. These systems also required an engineer to come in and redesign the wires that were built into the floor when changing the system was needed. This was costly and created downtime in the system. The new robotic trucks are not only easier to reroute, they are estimated to be 35 to 45% more efficient per pallet. The new systems use a screen and barcode scanner to move inbound delivery pallets to a precise drop area. An operator scans the barcode of the pallets, and a screen will display the drop area location for these pallets. The worker will enter the remaining information and locations, and off the AGV goes to the approved destination. This is a vision-guided system. It makes the use of these AGV systems easier than the older wire-guided systems. The new AGV units can see other AGV units in its path and stop to allow another one to pass. These units can also be driven manually or autonomously, giving them more versatility. Many companies and industries are looking to use AGV systems to upgrade their systems to reduce the overall cost of the logistics operation. The initial investment may be large, but the end payoff is well worth the upfront expense. The first most notable cost reduction is the reduced labor cost. The machines are replacing humans. These machines can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no time off. They do not require the benefits such as vacation and sick time. All this cost for laborers is reduced by using a machine that can run on its own or with minimal employee assistance. Once the machine has depreciated in value and is paid off, all the savings then become pure profit or can reduce the price of the overall goods being sold. Along with the cost savings from reducing labor, the AGVs save cost in eliminating human error that can cause damages to products and building structures. Human error in moving large equipment may damage the product if they run into obstacles. AGVs are set to run on select paths and or watch for obstacles and other AGVs. This reduces errors and collision that may change the product. Another feature of AGVs that's a cost saving and possibly a lifesaver is the increase in safety. By increasing safety, a company can reduce on-the-job accidents and fines and reduce insurance costs. This in turn saves money for the company. Many AGVs can handle jobs that would endanger workers. This involves working in temperatures too dangerous for humans, working with dangerous product, or moving product that would be too heavy to lift. AGVs also work in a constant manner at safe speeds and are constantly watching their surroundings for obstacles. This is something that can be overlooked by a tired employee or employees pushing to complete a task too fast. AGVs can also be linked to other systems in the warehouse, making the entire warehouse more automated and connected. By tapping into the warehouse management systems with an AGV, the inventory can be tracked by the AGV units on a real-time basis. This reduces time and keeps inventory constantly up to date. Product can be ordered when needed as the system begins to see inventory getting low, or not ordered inventory that is overstocked. This is a great way to keep the warehouse space at an optimal usage. Exterior logistics is much different than running interior logistics. Exterior logistics do not work inside the control environment of the warehouse. The vehicles in exterior logistics have to work on public roads with other vehicle traffic, pedestrians, and make decisions based on the movements of these obstacles. But the future of exterior logistics is here. New technology for self-driving cars is now being implemented into large semi-trucks that are hauling goods across interstates or within shipyards with heavy traffic. The benefits for logistics are now being seen with the use of these self-driving vehicles. Autonomous trucks are already being used in private shipyards at some companies with great success. One company in Germany has already taken off and is using the automated system. Harbor Container Terminal is highly automated. 84 autonomous trucks move shipping containers between storage areas. These trucks use algorithms to pick the fastest routes possible across the shipyard. 19,000 transponders are located throughout the shipyard to communicate with the computer system on the trucks. The Harbor Container Terminal has a greater speed and efficiency than traditional container shipyards. The next phase of autonomous vehicles is to put these trucks on the road to travel between locations. The new software used for assisted highway trucking systems, trucks can travel by themselves on the highways. Sensors and cameras keep the truck in their lanes, keep the trucks at safe distances from other traffic around them, and keep the trucks running at safe, posted, and optimal speed limits for gas savings. Several companies are already in the process of developing trucks that can handle these deliveries without drivers. But at the moment, a driver is still required in the event the computer needs to be overwritten. One of the first deliveries from an autonomous vehicle has already been made. A company named Otto outfitted the first tractor-trailer with its assisted highway trucking system. A truck full of beer left Fort Collins and traveled to Colorado to be delivered. The truck still required a driver to operate the vehicle through city streets and to exit on and off the highways. But once the highway, the driver was able to relinquish control of the computer system. This type of system would allow drivers to perform other tasks while riding and the computer system is driving. The self-driving truck also maintained the speed limit while keeping safe distances from other vehicles on the interstate. As again, logistics reduces cost. Just as in automated interior logistics, labor is one of the most obvious cost reductions. Drivers still may be needed for trucks in the city, but as technology progresses, drivers may not be needed for all trucks on the highway. Companies are looking for ways to combine trucks into a train convoy system where one truck will lead on the interstate and allow the others to link in with the technology and follow behind. This will only require one driver or observer to be on board for the front truck to watch the system, as the other trucks are only there to follow. There's also the possibility of no driver being needed once the truck reaches the interstate. The driver would drive the load to the interstate and exit at the drop-off point. The truck would travel down the interstate until the exit point. The truck will stop, the driver will exit and board the truck again to steer through the city streets and to the final destination. This will not only help reduce the cost, but also help the storage or shortage of truck drivers. Autonomous trucks are also projected to be safer than truck drivers by humans. With human error being reduced, insurance costs should be reduced along with the workers' comp and health insurance benefit and payout. The technology is continuously growing to advance the autonomous vehicles into many aspects of logistics. We're just now beginning to see where this technology will take us in the near future. As we make more advancements in self-driving trucks and forklifts, we will start to see the workforce shift from many blue-collar workers to software designers and programmers and engineers. Safety inside the workhouse and on the roads should increase, and as efficiency increases, the time to deliver packages should decrease. Costs should go down with the rise of efficiency, safety, and workforce reduction, allowing companies to be more competitive and meet consumer needs.